The first observation is, we live in a debt-based fiat money system, where money, any form of money, be it base money or book money, is always created out of debt, and is, in a sense, destroyed when that debt is repaid. Because of interest and compounding interest, the amount of debt far exceeds the amount of money in the system. Therefore, if everybody started paying down their debts and creditors did not immediately spend their interest payments back into the economy, all the money would be gone from circulation long before all debts are repaid. Another important concept is fractional reserve banking, which is pretty much only a fancy way of saying, lending money you do not have for interest that does not exist. Fractional reserve lending makes banks vulnerable to panics, but also makes banking a potentially very profitable business. And finally, unless absolutely all actors in the economy circulate their money perfectly, exponential debt growth is a necessary result if defaults are to be avoided. So the system can sustain itself without collapse, be it either through widespread defaults or rampant inflation, as long as economic growth can keep pace with debt growth. With all these reasons in mind, it might become understandable why some people refer to our current economic system as a Ponzi economic system, because similar to a Ponzi scheme, it needs perpetual growth every year, and even a relatively small number of people who become distrustful of the system can cause great instability due to fractional reserve banking and high leverage in general. In future installments of this series, I'm going to present the mechanics of inflation and deflation, and why the Fed's quantitative easing programs, QE, did not cause the levels of price inflation that many people were looking for. I will also explain how foreign exchange works, how it fits into the bigger picture, and why governments attempting to grow their economies by increasing exports might cause a self-reinforcing devaluation cycle for all currencies. Finally, I want to acknowledge two people who really stoked my interest in macroeconomics, and thus led me to make this video, which is in no small part a synthesis of their lectures. Salman Khan quit his well-paying job as a hedge fund manager to create literally thousands of excellent videos, teaching topics ranging from basic math to history, biology, cosmology, and also finance and economics, and providing them to the world completely free of charge. With the help of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, he has since founded the Khan Academy, a non-profit organization with the goal of providing a free world-class education for everyone, everywhere. Much of the style and my explanation on the evolution of banking is taken from his lectures on banking and money. If any of the concepts I presented in this video are still unclear to you, you will probably find a better explanation on khanacademy.org. The second person I want to acknowledge is Chris Martenson of peakprosperity.com, who has created a video series called The Crash Course, in which he integrates various concepts into a bigger picture. He looks at energy, the environment, and the economy, shows how we have been living in exponential times in the last few decades, and why this is likely to change. I found the Crash Course incredibly interesting and quite unsettling, and I can only urge you to watch it. We have reached the end of the first installment of this series. I hope you found it worth your while. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.